Shalom, and here's a thought for the week. I'd like to talk about three things. Today being a fast day, the day that the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar sieged Jerusalem, and which led to the destruction of the first temple. In addition, the Torah portion this week talks about how Joseph, who was the viceroy of Egypt, took his younger brother, Benjamin, to be a servant. And three, on a personal note, this Shabbat is the 13th anniversary of my father-in-law and mother-in-law's passing in a tragic car accident in Australia. So let's start backwards. My in-laws were Jewish educators. My father-in-law, Zev Simons, was a headmaster of a school, a Jewish school. And my mother-in-law was a teacher in the Jewish preschool. They both were in Jewish education. Thus, in Camarillo, we dedicated, when this happened, our preschool and made it the Zev and Rachel Simons preschool, Jewish preschool, to educate children here. Yehuda was the one who stood up to Joseph and talked very strong with him and said, "You have to release my brother Benjamin." And he was ready to go to war for this because he took responsibility for his brother. And what does that mean? He was ready to fight for the fact that one Jewish kid should not be taken away by the non-Jewish nations and be lost to his people. He was ready to stand up against the strongest nation that exists, himself. And he did it, and he prevailed. One of the lessons that we could learn from this is that when it comes to Jewish education, there should be nothing that gets in the way of educating ourselves about our heritage, educating the Jewish people around us about the heritage. Never should money or never should any other obstacle get in the way of us getting the job done of continuing our tradition and our observance of Torah and mitzvot. Even if it means standing up to a monarch like Yehuda did. And this is also the message of the siege of Jerusalem. When the anti-Semitic nation surrounds Jerusalem and tries to stop the Jewish people from the temple service, we know that as we return to God, that would have all been stopped. It was a wake-up call for all of the Jewish people to try to stop it by changing our ways. So today's day and age, this is our job today, to recognize that through tshuva, to return to Hashem, through education, Jewish education, supporting Jewish institutions that teach Jewish education, making sure that ourselves and our family, anyone that we could reach, gets a Jewish education. Sometimes someone can be an adult, a PhD, and secular knowledge, but when it comes to Yiddishkeit, Judaism, doesn't know very much. Through all of this, we will bring about that not only won't this day be a fast day for the destruction of the temple, but when Mashiach will come and the third temple is rebuilt, all the fast days will become tremendous holidays. And this is a lesson that I learned from my father-in-law. He was a straightforward, hardworking, and my mother-in-law, God-fearing people that gave their life to educating the next generation. And that's what we are set out to do here in Camarillo and around the world, the Rebbe Shluchim. And let's all be part of that mission, either personally, financially, or helping another person reach out to another person to give them the Yiddishkeit that we all need to light up this last minutes of the darkest moments of exile and bring about the redemption. Don't forget to light candles at 4:35 p.m. That's the Camarillo time. Shabbat Shalom.